In our previous lecture, we were discussing about means of land transport and we have discussed about roadways. Our today's topics are railways, pipelines and waterways. First is railways. First train ran from Mumbai to Thane in 1853 and steam engine was used for running this train. Distance of 34 kilometers was covered in 1 hour and 15 minutes. It means the speed of the train was very slow, but nowadays very advanced and speedy trains are available. Almost every part of our country is connected through railways and it plays very important role in business, industry, agriculture and tourism. We have trains in hilly areas like Shimla, Darjeeling, Manali, etc. We have fastest trains like Rajdhani and Shatabdi Express, which runs with the speed of 145 km per hour. Various facilities are provided to passengers in these trains, and railway stations also provide facilities like restaurants, waiting room, clock room, restroom, telephone service, etc. Many other services are provided by Indian Railways like computerized reservation. You can reserve your seat through internet, container services, postal services, etc. Next is local trains in Mumbai and Kolkata also help thousands of people to transport to their workplaces. And nowadays, metros have emerged as the most comfortable and clean mode of transport. In a few minutes, you can reach your destination by metros. It saves loads of time. The success of Delhi and Kolkata metro has motivated other cities to start metros to reduce road traffic and pollution. And Mumbai monorail is the first monorail in India. Next is pipeline transport. In earlier times, pipelines were used for supplying water, but now they are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products and natural gas. Now advantages of pipelines are it can be laid on any type of surface easily. It cut the transportation cost of goods and it also reduced the possibility of delay of or loss of goods. Next is waterways. Waterways are the oldest means of transport. Even in ancient times, boats were used to cross the rivers. In olden times, Indian sailors have sailed to faraway countries to spread their trade and culture. Many Roman, African and Arab merchants also visited our country through waterways. Two types of waterways are here: inland waterways and overseas waterways. Inland waterways. India has a wide network of inland waterways in the form of rivers, canals and backwaters. It is a part of river pushed back by the sea currents. Okay. It providing drainage, irrigation, water supply and generating the hydro electricity. Length of inland waterways in India is 14,500 kilometers. Now next is overseas waterways. These waterways connect different countries of the world. They are mainly used over seas and oceans for trade and tourism. India has a long coastline of 7,617 kilometers and there are 12 major and 185 minor ports to handle foreign trade. Now, advantages of water transport. Advantages are they are cheaper than other means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods, and water transport is environment friendly. That's all for today. In next lecture we will discuss about airways.